Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday. The S&P 500 was down a little bit more than 0.3% today. But the big thing to take a look at today, which I thought was quite interesting, was kind of the narrowness of the market. So when you look at the market, we had pretty broad spectrum of stocks that were down. A lot of pieces were down more than 0.3% today. But one area that did really well, which was mostly up, which are the big technology stocks. So like Apple, for example, hit an all-time high today, even during a down market. But one of the things to think about when that happens is, why are the big tech stocks going up when the rest of the market is showing some softness? It basically, in my opinion, and looking at this in the past, it is sort of a defensive mechanism. A lot of times these companies are, very well known. They have great brand names, super balance sheets, lots of cash flow. And so people will kind of move into those bigger stocks. They still want to stay in the market. And they figure, Apple's a good bet, even though, it hasn't had a great time in the last 12 months. It's still doing quite well altogether. And so that's one of the things that happens. So, but we have to watch out for that, because sometimes when you get narrowness and people moving into kind of the safer areas, that means that there's some potential future weakness coming our way. Awful lot of expectations are being adjusted downward on what's going to happen here in the third quarter because of the labor report that came out last Friday, where there was only 235,000 jobs created when there was an expectation for a lot more. The labor market is going to be very fascinating to see how that unwinds. And people come back out to work. Has the labor market shifted? I've read some really good articles about how the labor market might be kind of going through a big shift and change, because people have moved to different areas, looking to different types of jobs. We saw zero essentially jobs created in the restaurant and leisure area, for example, in the last month. So, how does that play out? Obviously, the virus has effect, childcare has effect. So it's going to be really interesting. It's probably one of the most watched and most interesting portions of this is what happens with the labor market. So we'll see what goes on there. But again, that movement into that large tech stocks today could be a beginning of a nice run in that, or it could just be a run to safety, and we'll have to wait and see. So we'll look and see what's going to happen tomorrow. These could be some important weeks to see what's going to happen here for the rest of the year. Talk to you then. Thank you very much.